So, it's your boy Farfa from Team Samurai X1 here. We have almost 300 cards banned. Do you know why? Because while waiting for this ban list that will definitely be dropping soon this week, maybe even during the recording of this video, we decided to ban almost every single card in every single archetype in the game. There is a card banned from basically everything you can imagine. We banned Blue Eyes, Dark Magician, Monolith, Scout, Abominable Unchained Soul, Abyss Actor, Melomadonna, Alistair. This is how many cards are on this ban list for this tournament. So when you hit every single deck in the game, look how many Link Monsters there are, Jesus. Even Test Panther, poor Test Panther. Super Heavy Samurai, Link 1 was banned. When you have this many cards on a ban list, you really have to wonder what is the best deck. Alright, so Duncan made top 8 with Infernity, and Mavericks is playing just a Chaos cluster. So, let's see, what do we have here? Alright, looks like Mav's going to go first. Dragon Dark, pitching itself to add a Dark. Special summoning out the Baby Dragon. Striker Dragon gets the Boot Sector launch. And White Dragon searches Black Dragon. Recycling. Now we've got the Nemesis Flag coming down that recycles the White Dragon. Dark gets special summoned back from the Banish Zone. Link for a 4. Going into Saryuya and triggering the Baby Dragon in the process. Fixing the hand here, getting a bunch of pluses. Allure off of the Dragon Dark, which can't trigger, obviously, because he used it this turn. Charge of the Light Brigade, milling some cards. Gets his Raiden out. More Allures and draw power. Here's the normal summon of Raiden, milling the Assault Mode Activate and a Sephert. Activating Mothman here. Hits a Levineer at the hand, special summons, and draws a card. Here's his Magic Dragon Synchro Monster, milling 5. Gets Thunder Dragon a Psy Reflector, which is really good, but unfortunately the Assault Mode Activate has been milled, so he's not going to be able to make anything good with that. Just adds back the White Dragon. Special summons out Chaos Creator! Banishing a Light and Dark. Sephert adds back the Levianeer. Recycling the Black Dragon and the Sephert to special summon back out the Rocket Synchron, which lets him go into Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Very cool. Banishing 3 dark monsters to loop a card out of the hand. Link 2 for Reaperdocus. Magic Dragon comes back by banishing a light and dark from the grave. Overlays into a rank 8 monster, the Hope Harbinger. Banishing 3 monsters with different attributes to special summon the Eschatos. Reaperdocus now calls Fiend. Unfortunately, they both know what each other are playing. So we call Fiend versus Infernity. So now I think you can declare a monster type, destroy all monsters on the field with that type until the end of the next turn. Neither player can special monsters with that type, so we can't special summon Fiends. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. But that's so broken. But that's like really ridiculous. There's no trade-off. You don't lose anything. At least, like, oh yeah, you destroy it, and then you can't do it again next turn. Like, the body's gone, but it just stays there, and you just do it again. That's actually ridiculous. Okay, so what do we have here? We have Omni-Negate targeting effect with the Hot Red Dragon Archery. We have a Spell Negate with Hope Harbinger, and we're Vanity's Emptiness for Fiends this turn. Duncan's going to try it out here. Effect to go to defense activates the effect to special summon. Hot Red Archfiend negates the Summoner Monk and passes. Oh no, that's sad. Yep, that's going to be a wash for game 1. Big combo board. 2 negates. What can I say? Too strong. All right, Duncan, what you got here? Unexpected die for Archfiend Soldier. Void Apocalypse pitching the Heiress to send Infernity Archfiend to the graveyard. Normal summons Infernity Necromancer, sets the back row, specials out the Archfiend here, which searches Launcher. Link 2 for Barricade Borger. Launcher is activated, bringing back Necro and Archfiend, triggering the Archfiend here, adding another Necromancer. Linking for 4 into Saryuya. That's a 3 material Saryuya, so no draw. But he does get to special summon the Necromancer out of his hand here. Brings back the Archfiend for a search of Infernity Barrier. Link 2 for the Cerberus. Triggering the other Necromancer one more time to search for an Infernity Patriarch. Special summons itself out the hand when you control no hands. Rank 4 is made. Dugares triggers, bringing back the Necromancer, just the Reborn effect. Necromancer can then trigger the Archfiend once again, searching for Infernity Break. Linking into Unchained Abomination. Unchained Abomination has insane synergy with Infernity Break, remember, because it triggers to pop yet another card. So the combo isn't that great because we haven't seen Stygian Street Patrol. And obviously, you know, half the good cards are banned in the game, but not bad, not too bad. We're going to start the game with an a Danger Jackalope discarding Roar. Ah, yes, very cool, by the way. Foolish Burial, send a Sephert. We're going to summon Gizmek Orochi. Then we're going to normal summon Phantom Skyblaster. Oh, 2 free tokens here. We're going to Infernity Barrier that, so just negating and destroying it. On resolution, Unchained Abomination gets to destroy a card because a card on the field was destroyed. So he pops the Gizmek here, leaving him with a lone Jackalope. And then in the end phase, passing turn with no other plays, Abomination gets to, destroy once again. All right, we're just going to go battle phase, attack, and pass up here. Summoning back the Patriarch. Oh, of course, yeah, the Dugaras. Yeah, so he doesn't have a main phase. Yeah, he has to go straight to the battle phase because no Dugaras. So main phase 2, we're going to set up some more boards here. Necromancer brings back the Archfiend after overlaying into Dweller. Gets yet another Infernity Barrier. And we've got Dweller, Barrier, plus our top deck. Dweller in the standby, and that's going to be game. Game number 3, boys. Dice roll seems very important in this matchup. Combo versus combo. Let's see how it plays out. Sets 1, activates Nessie to protect. Chains the quick launch, special summoning out the Rocket Synchron. Hits the boot sector out the hand, special summons the Nessie. But that's 7+1. Going into Chaos Magic Dragon, milling 5 cards here. Good hits. Chaos Creator, Valkyra's in the grave, Dark, and a Jackalope as well. Big options, big options. Banishes the Valkyria and the Dark to special summon out the Chaos Creator, triggering both monsters here. Dark getting a search, and Valkyria milling a light monster. Is it just mill any monster? Sends a light or dark monster. Yeah, okay, very cool. Banished to mill the Brotor, which can't be triggered this turn because of Valkyria's restriction, but it's still good to have as a follow-up for your opponent's turn. Allure of Darkness, banishing the Dragon or summoning out vanilla Old Thunderman. Allure once again for the Tsuchinoko. Milling with the Raiden. Hitting a Sephert. Not bad. Not bad at all. Monster Reborn on the Sephert. Very nice, very nice. Sephert now adding the baby dragons. Banish a Dark, special a light. Go for the Striker Dragon, adding the Black Dragon. Special summoning the Black Dragon. Linking for a 4 into Saryuya. Draw a bunch. Fix your hand. Melody of Awakening, pitching the Gizmek. Very nice. Adding Levianeer and Chaos Emperor Pendulum Dragon. Now the Chaos Creator gets to activate with enough fodder in the banish pile. Special summoning back out the Rocket Synchron, recycling the graveyard. Magic Dragon comes out by banishing a light and dark. He gets to go sync for 9. That should be banished. Yep, there we go. And do we have more plays? Banishing 3 darks to loop 1 more card out of the hand here. You know, I feel like he can maybe play through some negates, but if he summons the Eschatos again, then it's kind of over. Oh god, he's going Reaper because he's got it. It's the same board as before. Exact same. Same board. Really, really, really degenerate card. Super, super... Well, you know, listen. When you hit 300 cards, you're bound to miss something. Call Fiend versus Infernity. Can we do anything to stop this? Photon Thrasher special summon. Normal summon Dark Grepher. Pitching Infernity Mirage. And passing... Not even going to try and make a rank 4. I guess there's like nothing he can go into. Like he's just locked out of Fiends versus a Spell negate and an Omni negate. Like you just can't do anything. We've got Svenoms versus Quantal. Quantal's playing, I believe, Krawlers. And Svenoms is playing... I don't know, what are you playing again? Is it just Crystron good stuff? Oh, is it Mirror Match? Okay, Machines? Alright, so far we've got Machines. We got Turgide into Sangan, that's always good. World Legacy Survivor mills 5 cards from the top of your deck and then adds a World Legacy card. So he's going to add Succession, that's really good. Goes into Cherubini. Activates the Sangan specials, adding the Chalice to his hand. Mills the Scrap Recycler for cost with the Cherubini. And then Successions back the Recycler. Look at this. Recycler sends the Orcust Nightmare. If you guys remember... By the way, Orcust in this format has Banded Dingirsu, banned Galatea. So, like, I don't know what you're doing with Orcust. Let's see. Fortress summons out here by, was that pitching the Marcher? Sorry, Cruncher. Link 2 here with the machines to go into Scrap Wyvern. Bringing back the Recycler, popping itself, triggering the Wyvern to get the Golem out of the deck, to then use the Golem to bring back the same Scrap Recycler. Very cool interaction. Recycler sends the World Wand, linking into Lib with the Wyvern and the Recycler. Triggers to set World Legacy Awakens. This is a trap card Masquerena, basically. That's all it is. You just link someone on your opponent's turn. We're playing Mech Knights, Orange Sunset. And by the way, Mech Knights are all banned. Blue, orange, and I don't know, all the good ones anyway. Not orange, obviously, but, you know, the good ones. Going into the Mech Knight Morningstar, discarding the World Chalice to add a, what was that, a World Legacy Secret. Orcust Nightmare sends the Gizmech as well. We're going to go pass in the end phase and add back the World one to our hand somehow. Something, I guess, recycled it, sure. We're going to start with a Foolish Burial Good, sending the Mind Meld, which banish this from your grave, target a link monster in the field, special Crawler from your hand, deck, or grave to a zone it points to. Also got the World Legacy Survivor, adding Crawler Ranveer to the hand and sending the rest to the grave here. And we're going to set 3. End phase, we're going to go World Legacy Awakens, linking away Lib and Mech Knight Morningstar into a Zerboros. Lib gets the trigger when she's used as a link material to shuffle a card into the deck. Did he shuffle his own Scrap Golem? Okay. Then we're going to World Legacy Secret summon Meadow Cruncher to a zone Zerboros points to. And then banish all cards on the field. Very good. Very good. Very good. Nice. Gonna go first this time. We've got Prosperity for 6. What are we going to hit here? We're going to add Opening of the Gates. The Wicked God cards, or Wild Gods, or whatever they're called. Nice little Curious engine you can play. Normal summons at the Dark Beckoning Beast, gets Chaos Summoning Beast. Extra normal summon go into Karibo. Activate the gate to bring back the Chaos Summoning Beast. And now we have a Spellcaster with Relinquished. We have Cyburst, Spellcaster, and Fiend to go into 3 different materials but the same attribute. So that you can make Curious, who sends Mind Meld and mills 3. Mind Meld special summons out Deus Ex Crawler from the deck. All right. Urgent Schedule. That's a good way to start your turn. Going second. All right. We got Recycler plus Machina Fortress. We got Bullet Train being special summon out the hand here into the link to Scrap Wyvern, which immediately gets Crackdowned. All right, Crackdown Steel, Recycler Normal Summon, sending World Wand. Link 2 for a Lib. Needle Sealing on summon. How sad. Fortress, however, discards the Gizmech to summon itself out, and then Orochi triggers to summon itself again as well. Yeah, he's level 7, so unfortunately no rank plays, but we are going to go into Link 2, into another Lib. This man plays multiple Libs. Okay. Activate Lib to get World Legacy Secret. Succession to bring back the Wyvern to bring... Oh, dude, the extenders! The extenders! Pop the Recycler, trigger the special summon the Recycler out of the deck. It looks like he might have banished the fridge here. Yes, he did. He banished it with Orochi. Popping the gate here with the Wyvern, I think. And then we've got Topologic Bomber Dragon as well. Lib triggers to shuffle the monster back into the grave. And we have World Legacy Secret to use with the Bomber Dragon here. All right. Opponent draws for turn. Set. Yeah, looks like it's not looking good from here. Not looking good from here. Link 2 for... Bruh, what is this? Lib Turbo? I've never seen this many Libs in a deck before. That's crazy. Link Succession added. Oh, Deployment. Pitch World Wand. Add 2 Machinas. Normal summoning out Possess Storage, who seems to... What does he do? I guess he reborns Fortress. Then you can bounce a card by bouncing a Machina. Very cool. Discards the Megaform to summon out the Fortress from the hand. Link 4 for Borreload. Machina Fortress banished to summon out Megaform, who apparently spins a card. Very cool. Attack for big number of damage. World Legacy Secret in the damage step to bring back the Bullet Train for game. Nice. Dante versus Jark. Let's see what these demons have for us. We've got the dice roll 1 by Jark here, who's going to start us off with a Foolish Burial Good sending penalty box. Ultimate Athletes! Adds Hyper Stadium by banishing the penalty box. Hyper Stadium adds one of the guys there. Signing Deal, special summons a UA out of the deck here. Perfect Ass. Bouncing the Perfect Ass to go into Spiker. Bouncing the Spiker to then go back into the Perfect Ass. And then normal summons the Spiker. Activates Power Jersey and passes. So I think we have an Omni Negate here. We have an Omni Negate with Ace, and Spiker also shuffles level 5 or higher monster from your hand into the deck. If you do special UA with a different name to return this to the hand. Okay, so I think this like tags into some other kind of disruption. Dante's going to activate Thunderbird in the hand. Oh no, he hit the Thunderbird. That's so... Oh, he's got 2 of them, that's why. Hits beginning of the end to special summon the Thunderbird. Draws into the Tsuchinoko, activates it, and oh my god, it's just not his day today with these dangers. Unlucky. Here we go. There's Mothman. Again! Mr. Sniper here. Okay, draw 1, discard. There's a Beige, special summoning itself out when discarded. One other Mothman. Oh, that's why. You keep drawing multiples of these dangers. That's why. Oh, Mothman pitch Jackalope. Let's go. Draw 1. Jackalope activates to special summon Ogo Poggers from the deck. Oh, we got a rank 8 here, boys. There's a rank 8 here if we want to. We're actually going to go link 3 into Blackluster Soldier. Spiker is going to activate here, so we're going to shuffle back the midfielder or something that was to special summon out Player Manager. Bouncing itself back. Okay. Was that any disruption here? No? Okay. No? Okay. Attacks over the Perfect Ace, and then I guess it gets to attack again. Is that what you did with the BLS, or was it the Thunderbird that attacked? Okay, it looks like the Thunderbird attacked. So I don't know which effect you've used here of Soldier of Chaos, but I guess we'll find out. Here's a normal summon Spiker. Activates Player Manager in the hand. Special summons itself. Activates on the field. Sending the Thunderbird to the grave. Bouncing the Spiker for Dunker. Power Jersey. Here comes the damage. That's game. Is Power Jersey Dunker just like 20k damage or something? Right? I'm pretty sure the Power Jersey like gives like double damage, and then Dunker also does something stupid like that. So yeah, that was just a straight up OTK there. All right, Spiker and his Player Manager. All right, passes on Perfect Ace. Here's Bigfoot being used with Trade-In. Activate to force out the Ace, or just going to be negated completely. Droplet sends the Orochi to negate the Spiker without being responded to. Sets 1 to activate his Mothman, pitching Tsuchinoko. There we go. That's how we like to resolve some dangers. There you go, dude. Now we're talking. Oh, here's banishing 8 face down for the Gizmek he discarded. We're going to reborn back the Bigfoot. That's 5 monsters on the board here. And Beige. Is this just, yep, battle phase? This looks like a, yep, battle phase here. And that's game. Just straight up summon a bunch of dangers and go to the battle phase. Smork. All right. Old-fashioned punch your opponent in the throat gameplay. Monster Reborn on the Thunderbird, which was hit immediately at the hand with the danger reveal, so unlucky. Oh! Eradicator Epidemic Virus! Okay. What are we calling? Spells? We're calling spells here. Oh, that's half the hand. Stadium and the Terraforming. Not bad at all, sir. Still got Spiker, though. Attacking directly and passing. Revealing the Mothman here. Pitching Grapha to special itself. Spiker's triggering to go into Ass. Activates Dark World Dealings. We are going to negate and destroy the Dark World Dealings here. Interesting. Last card in hand is Chupacabra, which pitches itself to summon back the Thunderbird. And it's one of those old classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Plays of Battle Phase. Pass. All right. Spell was drawn off the top here, which gets immediately destroyed by Eradicator. We got the penalty box adding the spell here. So this one doesn't get destroyed because it was manually added rather than drawn. Stadium adds Dunker, I think that was. Bouncing the Spiker to go in. Yep, there he is, boys. It's Dunker. Goes to the battle phase. Smacks over the Mothman. This is some real Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. This is some real back and forth, yep, punch Yu-Gi-Oh. This is what I like to see. Top deck for turn. Gizmek. Not a bad card, sir. Not a bad card. Off the top. Battle phase smack. Pass over to you. Destroys Dark Ruler. Chupacabra is discarded immediately, going for the Thunderbird. Here's another yep punch. Close to game now. Any rank 8 plays we can go for? Looks like we're going to go Lancelot. Lancelot is a card that negates the first thing activated, I believe, here. I think this is the third turn here. That was a penalty box drawn off the top, which he's going to set and pass with. Penalty box activates. Lancelot immediately negates. He wanted it in the graveyard, but just not enough life points to survive another turn. Dangers coming down, boys. We have Gardner versus BMT0. He's going to start off with a Dragon Shrine, sending Darkworm to the graveyard, special summoning it back out using the typical pendulum effect of putting a body on the field first turn without having to use your normal summon or pendulum summon to make a link 2, usually for Electromite, but not today. Not today. We're going to Bismugear, pop the Darkworm to set Metalfoes counter directly from our deck. I'm going to activate another Bismugear, popping the opposite one. This allows it to activate during the end phase to get a search for another Metalfoes card. Para-Metalfoes Fusion is set off of the Bismugear. It's a new card just really quickly. It lets you fusion summon a Metalfoes from your extra, using up to 1 monster from your hand field and or face-up extra deck as a material. So you can actually use this Bismugear here, which is really cool. We're going to scale up with the Gate 0. Pendulum Summon 1, Para-Metalfoes Fusion away the Bismugear and the Darkworm. Is this the ruling? It actually goes to the graveyard from the extra? That's interesting. Go into Mithrilium. Mithrilium recycling the graveyard here to bounce the Bismugear to the hand, popping the other scale once more, going into a second counter. Bismugear in the end phase adds Para-Metalfoes Melcaster. Pass turn. Is this a good board? Is that a good board? Is this a crazy combo? Well, the ceilings aren't very high. Ancient Warriors! Ancient Warriors. We even banned the... there's like a themed Ancient Warrior Pankratops, I believe, and I think that one is banned. So yeah, there are even hits to the Ancient Warriors. There's a link in the description down below on the video if you want to check out the full ban list, and you can search to see if your card's there. But we have Ancient Warrior Saga 3 visits. During your main phase, normal summon a special an Ancient Warrior. You can target one of those and add an Ancient Warrior with a different name. If this is sent to the grave, special an Ancient Warrior from your hand. You can only use it once per turn. And then if this guy is added from the deck to your hand by an effect, you can special summon it. When a spell trap is activated, quick effect, send the face-up Ancient Warrior, continue spell trap, and negate the activation. This guy's pretty good, dude. This guy's pretty good. We're going to go for Ancient Warrior Masterful Sun Mu. We're also going to summon Rebellious Lu Feng. Is this the Lu Bu himself? Is this the legendary Dynasty Warriors Lu Bu? Must be specialed by controlling the highest attack Ancient Warrior monster in the field, even if it's tied. You can special summon it once per turn. During the main phase, quick effect, destroy face-up monster your opponent controls with the highest attack. Can activate monster effects to turn activate this, except Ancient Warriors. We're going to activate Warrior Saga, Borrowing of Arrows. My god, there's so many cards here. So many words here. Target a face-up monster your opponent controls 1 Ancient Warrior you control. End of this turn, half that attack. And if you do, add that lost attack to your own. Yeah, if it's sent to the grave, it probably does something. Alright, so he has the attack here or something. He's actually going to use Lu Bu to pop here. Chain! Double Metalfoes counter. And then it's going to special summon out from the deck here, Metalfoes Vanisher, who on summon, I think, does something. If this card is special summoned by the effect of a Metalfoe card, target a monster your opponent controls or in their graveyard, banish it. Oh! Activates the effect of Vanisher. Oh, what's this? If this card is sent from the spell and trap zone to the grave, special summon an Ancient Warrior from hand. Okay, so he sends this to the grave to activate his Ancient Warrior effect, and then on the new chain it triggers to special summon out the Sun Mu from his hand. And then after all of that is resolved, Lu Bu gets banished by the Vanisher. Okay, right. Now we're going to activate Sun Mu, sending the Borrow Arrows to add an Ancient Warrior from his deck to his hand. Adding the Zhang Yuan. Also gets to set 3 visits here. Looks like, what are we doing? Damage step, Zhang Yuan, or on declaration of attack. Start a damage step if your battle specialist from your hand. Not bad. Putting a bunch of bodies on the board here. Oh, pops the Bismugear, and then he also gets the search in the end phase. That's pretty good. 2 Metalfoes counter in the graveyard, remember, so he is going to be able to add back a bunch of scales next turn, despite this low card advantage. So it's pretty good. Bismugear resolves here, getting him a search, draw for turn, back up to 4 cards. And then starts with a Bismugear. He negates and destroys with the with his man here. Summons another Ancient Warrior out the hand. Banishing the Metalfoe counter from his grave to return another Metalfoe from his extra deck. Scales up. Pendulum summons out two monsters. 2 level 7s. Overlays into the Absolute Dragon. Pops it with the Bismu gear here. Oh, no, he's actually not going to pop it. He's actually going to pop his other skill, popping the Melcaster, which, if it's destroyed, add a face-up Metalfoes from your extra deck to your hand. That's really cool. He adds the Vanisher, setting the Parametalfoes Fusion. Banishes yet another counter from the graveyard to add back the Melcaster. So Melcaster adds back the Vanisher. The restriction here on Melcaster isn't that you can't use it. It just means you can't activate it as a skill. Which is fine here. So he's going to... Is this a middle skill? What are you doing? Why is it just chilling here? Alright, so it special summons itself. So if this is special by the effect of a Metalfoe card, target a monster your opponent controls or one in their grave, banish it. Oddize 1 and Vanisher 2 and Bismu 3 here. There he goes. Gets rid of his opponent's monster, triggering the Absolute Dragon. Special summoning out the Oddize Vortex Dragon, and then Oddize Vortex Dragon on summon gets to bounce a card your opponent controls. Then we're going to go Parametalfoes Fusion off with the Vanisher with the Dark Worm for free from the extra deck. No, we're actually going to use the... Wait, what are you doing? Okay, so we're using the card from the hand instead of the Vanisher, basically. Alright, then we're going to go for Mithrilium. Mithrilium and the Vanisher link off into Cross Sheep. This triggers Mithrilium to summon back Vanisher. Cross Sheep triggers with a fusion monster pointing to the Vanisher to special back a Dark Worm. Look at these combos, pretty good. End of main 1 goes to the battle phase. Remember, Nibiru is banned, so nothing to care about there. Do we have enough damage to attack over this? Any Ancient Warrior stuff activating? No, not at all. Punches over again, and dealing some direct damage here. Does he have any setup for main phase 2? Not really. Half the extra deck is banned. Oh, we got a Metalfoes Fusion into Mithrilium. Draw with the Metalfoes Fusion, the old vanilla one. Activate Painful Decision, adding a Steel into the hand. Activating, popping the Cross Sheep, and then setting a full Metalfoes Fusion. Mithrilium recycles Parametalfoes and another copy of itself to bounce the scale and passes turn. Bismugear activates in the end phase. We have scales for next turn if necessary. That's really good. That's really well played. We have a Duster activating versus the full Metalfoes Fusion here. Declaring the effect to negate with the Oddize Vortex. We want to hold the full Metalfoes to be able to go into Alcahest probably at some point during our opponent's turn. Ancient Warrior Man comes down. Immediately, we're going to full Metalfoes Fusion. Oh, we're going to go into this guy instead, not Alcahest. Azortless. What does this guy do? If this is special from the extra deck, target a card your opponent controls, shuffle 2 face-up pens from your extra and into the deck, and if you do, destroy that card. And if this card is in the monster zone is destroyed, place it in the scales. Very cool. In the process, the Melcaster gets special summoned out by being fused off with the Mithrilium in the graveyard. Recycle some extra deck cards and pop. Very cool. Oh, do we ban Alcahest? Oh, Alcahest is banned. Never mind. Yeah, it turns out Alcahest is banned. Okay. So Metalfoes do have a couple of hits, it seems. All right, game 2. Oh, the Ancient Warrior Man's going to go second. We've got Dragon Shrine for Dark Worm. Going to start off with the same play again, getting the gate 0. Painful Decision for stealing the high scale. Normal summon Rescue Rabbit. Oh, that's really good. Oh, Rescue Rabbit is a boy. Let's go. Link 2, free material in Metalfoes, filling up your extra deck. Pretty good. We're going to go into a Link Spider. Oh, no, Link Spider is made first, is what he's saying. Sure. Then he goes into the Cross Sheep, activates the Stealing. Scale low, scale 1 and 0. No, high scale. Yeah, it's a high scale. Sorry, I just said that. Poem! Pendulum summon back 2 silver Ds, overlaying the 2 3s into Sasada King. Stealing pops the gate 0, sets Parametalfoes Fusion, activates the Gold Driver, pops the other skill to get a Metalfoes counter. Parametalfoes Fusion sending the Stealing and the Dark Worm away to go into Mithrilium. Cross Sheep triggers to bring back a monster when it's pointing to a when it triggers in the zone here. Bringing back the Stealing. Mithrilium recycles the Grave to bounce the scale, activating a Silver D now, popping his face-up Stealing here to go into full Metalfoes Fusion. Very cool. We've got a nice setup with the with the Mithrilium here. We've got the Sasada King, which I think you can detach material and then target monster negates effects, make an insect on the field gain 500. When a monster on the field activates effect, detach material and then okay, right, sorry. So it negates it. Very cool. Pot of Prosperity, very good card. No extra deck required for Ancient Warriors. Digging for a duality for 6 in this deck. Very good. Recycles back the cards there and takes the ancient guy. I don't want to try butchering these names. 3 visits, special summons out Guan Yun. Oh, wait, hang on. Is this the bouncy guy? You could special this card from your hand. Your opponent can target Ancient Warriors for card effects. If your opponent controls monsters, then you do target monster your opponent controls and destroy it. Oh, so this guy isn't... Oh, so this is the guy I thought we banned. No, it's a different Ancient Warrior card is banned. So this is basically boneless Pankratops. Now we get to negate with the Sasada King. Not ironically. Sasada King is a negate. You know, real pendulum hours. Is that a tanky for the Lu Feng? No. He can special summon the Lu Feng just out of his hand here. Targets the Mithrilium. Chains the full Metalfoes fusion with the Mithrilium and the Gold Driver in hand to go into Azortless. And then Azortless on summon here. And the Azortless. Alright, so we've got a big chain here. Alright, so we have the Pop with Azortless, the Banish with Vanisher, the Recycle, and of course the trigger of the Cross Sheep to special summon. Okay, there you go. 2 cards removed with 1 full Metalfoes fusion. Really not bad. Yo, Metalfoes doing some plays. This is really good. Okay, we still have more bodies to summon out here. We got Lujan. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, send a card from your hand or field to the grave and then special summon an Ancient Warrior from your deck. So he summons out the Sun Mu here. My god, these guys are really good at just swarming. Look at this. Sends a face-up card. Triggers the Sun Mu here. Azortless gets destroyed. Yep. Gets East by South Winds face-up in the process. Sends it to get a plus here. We're going to go... Anything else? All right, we're just going to go battle phase directly here, go into the Cross Sheep and attack over. It's also half damage from the Prosperity. This is like damage step, Ambitious Calde. If your card your opponent controls is destroyed by battle, send another card from your hand and then special summon this out of your hand. So putting a bunch of bodies on the board here. Look at that. The gang! Whoa, 5 freaking Ancient Warriors just in the battle phase here. Baguska! Oh no, dude. That's going to be a scoop. That's going to be a scoop. We're going to start up here. We're going to go second, actually. He's going to let Ancient Warrior Man go first. Maybe because he feels like the Ancient Warrior deck doesn't really do much going first, but going second, it can really break boards, like, quite well, actually. Yeah, it seems like he's got a couple of good plays here. Tensu comes down, setting up his spells, getting a guy from his hand. This is Baguska. Okay, well, that might be a problem. Normal summon, special summon, and then go into Cross Sheep. Rescue Rabbit is normal summon. Then we have a Link 4 monster is made. Just with a pendulum. I mean, you gotta respect, like, Link 4 is just hard summoning Boral Dragon without going plus or anything off the Rescue Rabbit. Just, yep. 3+ effect monsters. Remember, Boral Sword is banned, but not Boral Load. So Boral Load steals the Baguska here. And now he's going to pop off with some of his scales here. Vorflame gets the combination. Melcaster adds back the Bismugear. But he isn't going to be able to do much with the Bismugear here. Oh, he trigger summons... Wait, how did he special summon this? What are you doing? Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, please stop just clicking buttons randomly when you're playing. Can he out his own Baguska that he summoned himself? This mess that he got himself into. Alright. Searches and just passes. Looks like he just passes. And then Baguska looks like in the standby phase, you can choose to destroy it by not detaching to protect it. We're going to flip up the combination. Pop it with the Volflame. Combination and counter going to trigger on a new chain here. As well as it looks like Zukong. Which I think is negating the counter. Looks like that's what happened. Sunmu's triggering as well. Which does something. Don't know what. Now we're going to use Lubu, which non-targetingly destroys the Boral Load, I believe, right? Here's Ambitious Calde being triggered from the hand here to special summon itself on his opponent's turn. Here's another Rescue Rabbit. Normal summon. Special summon 2 gold drivers out of the deck. Linking for a Heavy Metalfoes Amalgam. Fusing the Power Metalfoes Fusion, the Amalgam away, and a Dark Worm from the deck to go into the Mithrilium. Amalgam here, I think, triggers in the grave, which allows it to target a Metalfoes card you control, destroy it, and then special summon this out from the graveyard. So now he's got 2 extra zones here for a big Pendulum summon, which he can scale up with this counter here. So this guy's like obviously nowhere near as good as Electromite, which, by the way, did you guys know that Electromite is a Metalfoes card? It is. But it's still a pretty neat play here. Scales up, 1 and 8. Pendulum summon. 3 Mosses out the extra deck here with the zones of Amalgam. Absolutely crazy. Then we're just going to go into the battle phase and attack over some of these guys. Oh, we've got a Zhang Yuan out the hand here when it triggers from being destroyed by battle. I think this guy is protected, it looks like. Main phase 2. Mithrilium is going to bounce. Recycles the grave. Overlaying the level 7s now into the Absolute Dragon. Bismugear popping the Absolute Dragon to get the Vortex. Looks like he's negating the Absolute Dragon effect with Zhang Yuan. And, no? Okay. I think this was triggering to pop the set Metalfoes Fusion, it looks like. So Vortex still comes out here. Metalfoes Fusion recycles itself and then sets up the defense here. Gold Driver pops the other skill, gets the Metalfoes Fusion. Not full Metalfoes Fusion? Okay, not full Metalfoes Fusion. Oh, okay, we're actually going to keep playing here. That's why. Going into the Power Metalfoes Azortless, which now triggers to, again, shuffling back some cards from his extra deck and then popping a card, as well as the Mithrilium triggering to bring back Melcaster. Returning to the grave here. Destroying Sunmu. Is it protected? Okay, nope. Summoners are adding back another scale here. Volflame going to pop the other to get a Metalfoes counter and passing turn. So we got some more protection here with this counter here. Metalfoes counter is going to trigger on his opponent's turn as he just goes directly to the battle phase. Vortex negates the Zhang Yuan. The Vanisher gets special summoned here, banishing it away from the field. And he passes turn. He doesn't have anything else. That's so sad. Gets the recycle with the Metalfoes Fusion. Metalfoes counter triggers. Adding back from the scale. Volflame activates, popping the Melcaster, setting the Metalfoes Fusion. Activates the Metalfoes Fusion. No, you're not activating it yet. Okay, you're just setting it up. Gold Driver pops the other scale, gets another fusion. Scales up. Pendulum summon. Back that way. Yo. It's a pendulum. You can bring it back. That's crazy. Another Metalfoes Fusion using the extra deck. Mithrilium hits the board, and then he attacks with his insane Metalfoes plays. This is crazy. Dude, not bad. Not bad. I'm impressed here. This is a really freaking nice deck. I would love to see this with, like, you know, without the bans and, like, full power. We are now into top 4. We've got the Danger deck versus Metalfoes. Starting with a Dragon Shrine on the Dark Worm. Brings it out. Searches the Donut. Summoner's Art for Volflame. Volflame scales up with the 0 to set a counter. Vanisher is activating the skill. We're going to normal summon Rabbit. Pitching itself to get the Gold Driver. Going to Pendulum summon 2 here. Donut and Melcaster. Going for the 7. And we got a 4. Into Dweller with a counter set. Not a bad setup. Oh, we're still going. We're still going. We're still going. We're still going, chat. We're still going. Detach the material here. Vortex was summoned by linking off the guy into Cross Sheep, triggering to bring back the Gold Driver. Very good. All right. Dweller in the standby phase. Really, really, really big in this matchup versus Dark Worlds. Dangers, etc. Allure of Darkness. Activates the Thunderbird here. Hits the spell. Thunderbird hits the board now. Another allure drawn off the top here. Banishing more darks. Here's a Gizmek. Being special summoned off the top here. Activating its effect to... oh, wait, no, you can't use that effect, right? Is it 1 effect per turn? Yeah, it's 1 effect per turn, so you can't use that effect. Has a rank 8 play here. What's he going for? Cypher Dragon. Into Full Armor Photon Dragon. Has to go to the battle phase. doesn't have to play around the Vortex Dragon if you can just attack over it. No negates needed. But still in the battle phase, the Metalfoes counter triggers to summon Vanisher here. Sorry, he's going to go for Melcaster. Full armor triggers to pop the Vanisher in the scale here. Goes and ranks it up into Cypher Blader Dragon, which I guess pops the other scale. And he passes. Okay. All right, we've got a counter in the grave to add a Metalfoes card from our extra deck. Adds the Volflame. Volflame effect. Pops the Dweller to sets Metalfoes Fusion. Metalfoes Fusion with the 2 monsters on the field to go into Mithrilium. Mithrilium so triggers the Cross Sheep, which brings back his Dark Worm. Metalfoes Fusion recycles to draw a card. Balbaboon off the top. Very nice. I think he did something in the wrong order here, so they're just fixing that. Full Metalfoes Fusion top deck? That's crazy. Goes into another Mithrilium, triggering the Mithrilium in the graveyard to bring back Vanisher. Vanisher triggers on summon to banish the Cypher Blader Dragon. Mithrilium recycles the graveyard, bounces his scale, reactivates the scale, pops the Balbaboon, setting the full Metalfoes Fusion, triggering Balbaboon to summon 2 more from the deck here. Monkey flip, dude. Monkey flip. Let's go. Can we put game up on here? We're going to go Borrelord Dragon. And that's 2, 6, 30, 29. Is that game? My maths is off. Does he have it? No. Gizmek is going to be triggered to chump block. Borrelord attacks over. Uses the effect to steal. Interesting order he chose there, but I guess Borrelord must have been the last one attacking. Allure of Darkness. Dark World Dealings. Draw, discard. Combination, okay. Thunderbird is triggered here, forcing out the full Metalfoes Fusion. Summons out Mithrilium. Mithrilium triggers to summon back the Melcaster. Sets 1, goes for a Bigfoot. Bigfoot, discard Chupacabra, not bad. We've got a rank 8 play again as well. Nessie searches Mothman. Avarice, draw 2. Oh, we're stacking it up. Oh, we're recycling those rank 8 monsters. We're recycling. Oh, we got an Ogopoggers. Hits itself. Unlucky. Mothman hits Jackalope. Brings out a Thunderbird. Dark World Dealings. Pitching Beige. No, okay, we're gonna look in. We're gonna go for the Reborn on the Ogopoggers to go into full armor Photon Dragon. Attack over here reduces the attack, but still 500 damage over the Borrelord. Attacking over the Mithrilium. Mithrilium triggers to special summon Vanisher. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Not sure if he could have done something else to prevent that, but Vanisher gets brought out off the Mithrilium to banish the Cypher, the full armor Photon. Vanisher gets yeeted over by the Big Toes and overlay into Hope Harbinger Pass. The Gizmek gets sent to the grave by Borrelord's effect. Volflame pops the Melcaster on the board, setting the Metalfoes counter. Melcaster adds back the Gold Driver. Normal summons it and passes. Sad. Tornado Dragon is made, triggering the Metalfoes counter to summon out Bismugear. Attacks over the Gold Driver with the Titanic. And the Bismugear, going to use his effect to trigger in the end phase to add a Melcaster. Draw for turn. Melcaster activated, gets negated and attached to the 38. Summoner's Art searches the Volflame scale. Scales up Volflame, 2 of them. Pops the other one to get combination. Counter, adds back a Bismugear from the extra. And sets and passes. Oh no. Nessie and Chupacabra are going to seal the game here. That's game 1. Let's move on to game 2. We're starting off with Metalfoes still going to go first this time. Silver D is added with a painful decision. Summoner's Art with the Volflame. Rescue Rabbit getting 2 vanillas out the deck into a Link Spider and then a Cross Sheep. Pendulum summoning out 2 Gold Drivers from the extra and the Volflame from the hand here. Still going to go Dweller. Silver D pops, gets Parametalfoes Fusion. Goes into the Mithrilium, triggering the Cross Sheep. Brings back Silver D. Mithrilium recycles, bounces the scale, reactivates it, pops the guy on the field to set counter and another card and passes. Dweller in the standby used here. All right, we got a decent setup here. Kind of similar to last game, but he did manage to plow through it. Let's see what he does. Hits Chupacabra, that's unlucky. Thunderbird still getting the draw though. Ogopoggers. Hits Mothman. Very good, very good. Not going to use Mothman. Oh, the Dweller, obviously. Rank 8 made. Here's Cypher Dragon. Stealing the Abyss Dweller. Attacks over the Cross Sheep. Dweller attacks into the Mithrilium. First, we're going to trigger the counter, though. Going into Vanisher. Vanisher activates its effect to banish the Cypher Dragon. Dweller is boosted somehow. I think it's the Cypher Dragon, right? Yeah. Attacks over the Mithrilium. Mithrilium brings back the Gold Driver, ranking up the... Because I think Abyss Dweller now becomes Cypher Dragon, so he can rank up into full armor Photon using the stolen effect of Cypher. Activates the effect to pop the Scale here. Then he goes into Cypher Blader. Blader activates its effect to pop the Vanisher and pass. Counter, adding back a Scale. We're going to put the combination face up. Silver D pops it to set Parametalfoes. Combination triggers now to add another Scale here. Bismugear, and that's a pen summon of 1 for Volflame. Parametalfoes using the Vanisher in the grave and the guy on the board to make Mithrilium. Mithrilium activates Recycling to bounce the Scale. Silver D activates now to pop the other Scale, getting another fusion. Fusing away the Mithrilium and the Volflame into a Zortless, who then gets to activate its effect to bring Mithrilium brings back the Vanisher, pops the back row, and the Vanisher also gets to pop the Blade Dragon. So a Zortless plus Vanisher going into a double pop combo there. Really cool. Recycles the grave here with the effect of a Zortless. Metalfoes Fusion recycles to draw 1. Top decks into Rescue Rabbit. Goes for double Silver D. Let's go. Battle phase. Game. What a duel. What a duel. Painful's away the Gold Driver. Scales up. Gets a counter. Melcaster's activated. Setting another counter. Bismugear brings back. Goes into Parametalfoes Fusion. Returns it. Fuses into Mithrilium. Triggers to recycle. Bouncing back the Scale. Oh, bouncing back the Gold Driver, actually, to then pop the Bismugear, sending a full Metalfoes Fusion, getting a search in the end phase. A little bit more back row heavy this time, but no Dweller as well, which is super, super important. Let's see how it plays out. Trade in on Thunderbird. That's really good. That's what you want to see. Forcing out the full Metalfoes Fusion here. Really unfortunate he doesn't get to use it on his own terms, but still gets to fuse into another copy of Mithrilium, who then uses the other one to bring back the Melcaster out of the graveyard. His opponent goes for Dark World Dealings, forced to just essentially mill one. Triggers Grapha, who then pops the Mithrilium, bringing back the Bismugear out the extra. Card Destruction. Oh no, Card Destruction 4 Danger Monsters. Take your pick here. Chainlink 1, Chupa, Chainlink 2, Thunder, Chainlink 3, Such, Chainlink 4, Poggers. Oh god, Tsuchinoko comes out. Poggers specialed out the deck. Thunderbird brought out of the graveyard. And now Thunderbird activates in the hand, revealing Pitching Beige. Drawing a card, then special summoning it out. Oh no, it was Brow, sorry. They all look the same. I'm racist. Rank 3, Cypher Blader. Into full armor. Pops the Melcaster, triggers the Metalfoes counter, gets Vanisher. Vanisher triggers on summon. Chains Forbidden Droplet on the Vanisher. No banish for you. Pot of Avarice. Oh no, sir. Oh no. Recycling and drawing 2 cards here. Here's a Danger Bigfoot. You know what's interesting, by the way? I just realized we haven't seen him resolve beginning of the end all match. All day, actually. Gonna go rank 8 here into Lancelot. Attacks over the Vanisher. And, oh, I guess the pop Bismugear with this? Does this also do that? Okay. This is not looking too good here. Gets to add back the Bismugear from the extra deck. Still got a counter in the graveyard. So might be able to make something here. Activates Lancelot, which is immediately triggered by the Bismugear to negate. Second Bismugear comes down. Metalfoes combination is flipped. Pops the combination to set a Parametalfoe. Combination triggers to add the Gold Driver. Banishing counter to add back Melcaster. Melcaster activates. Second counter to add another Metalfoes Fusion. Maybe we're making a comeback here. Twin Twister! Oh no! Hits Melcaster and the Parametalfoes Fusion. That is so sad. Bismugear gets popped. Adds back Vanisher. Gold Driver and Melcaster. Okay, we're still going to try and make some plays here. Popping both to special summon out the Vanisher here. Banishing the full armor and attacking over the Lancelot. Still making a play here. Still clearing the board. Enfys gets a Melcaster search. Has he turned this around? Do we have a Gizmek in the grave? No Gizmek. He's really low on resources here. That's a normal summon Brow. Bouncing with the Grapha. Just walling up with Grapha Pass. He's managed to turn that insane Twister around. Painful decision adding the Silver D. Can we go for a push here? Scales up. Pops. Gets the full Metalfoes fusion. Adds back the card with the Melcaster. Fusing away his monster on the board, the Vanisher and the Gold Driver in hand to go into Mithrilium. Fusion effect for a draw. No! Rescue Rabbit off the top! Full Metalfoes fusion recycling to draw into Rescue Rabbit. 2 monsters out of the deck here. Mithrilium recycles the Para Metalfoes fusion. Bouncing one of the Metalfoes monsters he summoned with the Rescue Rabbit to his hand. Links into Cross Sheep. Mithrilium triggers to bring back Gold Driver. Stealing, activated in the Scale Queue. Pendulum summon for 2. Melcaster and Gold Driver coming back out. Stealing, now popping the other scale. Getting the Metalfoes fusion. Fusing away the Gold Driver and the Vanisher in the extra deck to summon another copy of Mithrilium. Triggering the Cross Sheep. Cross Sheep, bringing back another copy of Gold Driver. Can he go for game here? Link 2 for the Amalgam. Mithrilium triggers bringing back Vanisher. Vanisher banishing the Grapha. Battle phase game! What a duel! What a game! Holy crap!
That's a really good one.
Actually unbelievable. Or a custom machine deck versus Chaos. Let's begin. We're going to start with a Sephert into the Baby Dragon plays. Milling a Dragon Roar. That's crazy. So we get Dark out the deck by special summoning the White Dragon. Getting Boot Sector launch. Roar comes back here. We're going to go for 4 Materials Saryuya. Adding the Thunder Dragon. Recycling the hand. Fixing the hand. Getting some mulligans. Charge the Light Brigade. Mills a Lafaro, by the way. Special summoning the Raiden out the hand. Banishing 3 for Levianeer. Milling 1. Link 2 into Romulus. Adds Ravine. Goes Ravine. Discard Jackalope. Send Brotor. Oh, baby. Jack searches Mothman. Goes into the Magic Dragon. No, we're going to mill first. Then Magic Dragon. Milling 5. Adding Eschatos to the hand. Sephert banishes Levianeer. Returns it to the hand. The Pendulum Dragon pays 1,000. Adds back Sephert. Pops itself. Link 2 for Reaper-Docus. Banishing 3 materials for Eschatos. Eschatos calls Cyburst. Interesting choice here. Banishing 3 darks for the Levianeer to put it back on the board. Banishing more materials for the Magic Dragon. Going into the rank 8, number 38. Special shows Hydralander. We're playing Hydralander in here as well? Okay, dude. Normal summon Turgide. Special summon Sangan. Set 1, link 2 into Cherubini. Still gets to play. Called Cyburst, remember? He didn't call Fiend. Why did he call Cyburst? Why did he call Cyburst? To stop Lib, I guess? I think Lib's a Cyburst, right? Orange Sunset gets added off of the Sangan here. Cherubini activates, sending this Recycler to the graveyard for cost. Pot of Prosperity now. Banishing 3 cards. Golem. Irradiator, or the World Legacy Painful Choice. Adds, of course, Crawler Painful Choice. Why wouldn't you? Mills 5. Adds World Legacy Succession to his hand. Very good. Activate Succession. 38 is going to negate and attach it. Any follow-up? Got the second one set here. Very cool. Recycler. Targets. Brings it back. Oh, is it used once per turn? You can only activate once per turn. Wait, but that's fine, right? Because this negates the activation, doesn't it? Oh, Harbinger is different. Oh, Harbinger negates the effect. It doesn't negate the activation. So if you negate the card, you can't use it again. Whereas something like Solemn Judgment, you'd be able to use a second one. Yep, words. Hence the use of words. That's really sad. All right, we've got a special summon of the Orange Sunset now. Into two columns here. Monster Reborn. Okay, we have a Reborn. Never mind. We just had 3 Reborns, apparently. Recycler activates, sending the Gizmek Orochi. Link 2 for Scrap Wyvern. Wyvern brings back the Recycler. Here we go. We're going to use the Hydrolander now, finally. Does he hit any doubles? He doesn't. Gets the non-targeting Destroy. Pops the Cherubini, which gets to protect itself by sending a card you control. Bit of a misplay there, I guess. I guess he had to use the Hydrolander by waiting for the Cherubini to leave the field, which, I mean, probably isn't going to happen. He's definitely going to hold on to this Cherubini for his entire life here. Still playing through this Eschatos, by the way. I don't know why you didn't call Machine. Why didn't you call Machine or like, I don't get it. Calling Cybers, like would you rather have a Hydrolander or your opponent just not play the game? Look at this. Here comes the Gizmek into Borrelode now. Borrelode stealing the Eschatos, redirecting the attack on the Hope Harbinger onto itself, and then Damage Step gets to... Oh, it goes straight to damage calc, doesn't this? I guess Borrelode does get to activate in that situation. Brotor gets special summoned after the destruction, searching a Levianeer to the hand here. Going to attack over the Eschatos, or the Reaper-Docus. Nope, we're going to go Eschatos, yep. Boosted by a little bit. Takes some damage. Brotor is attacked over, is banished. E-Telly off the top here for a Psy Reflector. What a top deck! Here's a level 8 Synchro, sends Assault Beast, reveals, brings back the Assault Beast, calls 3, increases... Oh no, you're just going to link it. Okay, link fodder. Zeroboros. Special summons the Levianeer, banishing materials, loops a card out the hand, triggers a Zeroboros, banishes the entire board. Sephert adding back the Levianeer. Wait, why didn't Zeroboros banish the Levianeer? Oh, it did. You just play multiples. Oh, crazy. Banishing. Summoning out Chaos Ruler from the graveyard. Triggering the Dragon Roar. Summoning Dark. Thunder Dragon add. Tribute summon Thunder Dragon. Attack for game? What? That was insane. You Zeroboros the entire field. And your own board. And still OTK'd. Oh my god. That's impressive. Survivor adds World Legacy Awakens here for game 2. World Legacy Armor specials itself onto the board. Prosperity for 6 adds Recycler. Normal summons the Recycler, sends the Fortress, links for the Wyvern. Megaform and Recycler come out. Golem, same combos we've seen for most of the tournament here. Here's the Lib, gets the secrets, sets, sends, and recycles to pass turn. Okay. Dark Hole! That's crazy! Chains World Legacy Awakens, linking all monsters into Soldier of Chaos, which is now indestructible when it uses level 7 or higher monster there. Dark Hole forcing out all of his disruption. Oh my god, Dark freaking Hole, boys. Thunder Dragon activates, returning both monsters here. Melody of Awakening Dragon adds the Eschatos. More Melody of Awakenings here, adding the big Dragon Men. World Legacy Secret, special summons the World Armor. Gets the trigger to add the Succession. Special summons out Levianeer. Chains the Super Express Bullet Train. Banishing 2 lights and a dark here. Gets to negate the effect of... No, he doesn't get to negate here. Okay. Is this not how this works? It needs to be a Mech Knight or something specifically. Yeah, never mind. Pops the rest of the cards. BLS still gets to survive because it's not be able to be destroyed by damage, destruction. Activates Monster Reborn on the opponent's Scrap Recycler here. Scrap Recycler sends the Orochi. Scales up, adds back the Levianeer by paying 1,000. Okay, I think you stole your opponent monster. Yeah, you went Reborn here. We're going to go Cerberus. Co-linked here, discarding to destroy here. Getting a nice little draw here in the process. Wait, what? Pause game. Giant lag. Okay, sure. Banishing 8 cards face down. Here comes the Gizmek Orochi into a link 3 here. Oh, no, just another link 2. Another discard and draw. All right, just trying to build up those resources out of the hand here. We get a Chaos Crater in the process. Banishing a Light and Dark. Recycling the Banish pile. And special summoning back the Dragon Dark. Hawk for the Dragon into a link 4 for Saryuya. Drawing and fixing the hand here. Here comes Hydrolander. Here comes Hydrolander. Activate the effect of the Chaos Emperor, special summoning itself from the extra deck, banishing a light and dark monster. More monsters popped onto the field here. These big, huge Chaos monsters. Eschatos banishing 3 different attributes. Boosted by the Saryuya here for a 300 total extra attack. Punching forth for what should be game here. One last little ditch effort. Gizmek Orochi on the attack here. Chains the effect of Hydralander, which would just destroy it. And mills no duplicates in the process. Absolutely insane. Crazy. What a freaking duel, dude. What a duel. It's time for the grand final. Gonna go first here with a normal summon Balbaboon. This is a draw 1 mulligan. Recycles mulligans his hand here, fixing it up. Double Volflame. Scales. Pops the other one. Sets the Metalfoes fusion. Activates now into Gold Driver. Pendulum summoning for 2. We got a Rescue Rabbit as well. Very nice. 2 normal summons in the hand. A little bit unfortunate, but completely fine with the Pend summon here. Gold Driver popping the other Volflame to set a Metalfoes counter. Looks like we're going to go Metalfoes using the monster in the EMZ as well as the Volflame in the extra deck into the grave to go for Mithrilium. Mithrilium activates now, recycling the Metalfoes and the Volflame to bounce back the scale to the hand. Not once per turn, Metalfoes cards, remember, gets to pop the Balbaboon, activating its effect to special summon to set the counter, and then Balbaboon triggers on a new chain, summoning 2 copies of Balbaboon from the deck. Gets to do the little mulligan thing here, so he can stack his deck up for next turn, but I mean, it really doesn't matter, it's just whatever. Activates the effect of Rescue Rabbit, summoning out the other 2 gold drivers from the deck, going into a Dweller, and then a Sasada King, who is when a monster on the field activates the effect, detach material from this target and negate it. So we have Graveyard Negation versus the Chaos Pile. Not super great depending on what things he hits, but obviously, you know, it seems like as good as you can get, right? We got the Thunder Dragon immediately being activated here, chained by the Abyss Dweller, adding the 2 copies of the Thunder Dragon to the hand, milling 3 cards, hits the Pendulum Chaos Emperor Dragon, the $25,000 ultra rare. Adds the Raiden to the hand. We're going to go normal summon, milling 2 cards, hits another copy of Raiden. Quick launch as an extender here, going for the Recharger. We've now got 2 4s on the field and a tuner, going to be able to go into the Magic Dragon if he needs here. No interruptions we're seeing from the Metalfoes here at all. We're going to go Striker Dragon, first and foremost with the Baby Dragons. Not activated, of course, because of the Abyss Dweller. Link 2 into the Romulus, gets the Ravine to the hand here. Hydralander comes down, activates its effect, milling 3, no duplicates, get a Valkyra in the process as well, which is really good. Non-targeting Destruction, has to be forced out by the Sasada King to negate it. Very good, recycles the Banish card here with the Nemesis Flag, adding the Eschatos from his deck to his hand. Here comes the Link for Saryuya. Fixing the hand here, mulliganing. Now we've got the Boot Sector activated. Soul Charge for the Recharger in the graveyard. We've got Monster Reborn on the Raiden for the tuner access. Going into Magic Dragon, into the zone of the Saryuya for the 300 boost. Activates, mills 5. Has the option to add Psyreflector to his hand or the Chaos Creator. Melody of Awakening. Pitching the Starliege Sephert. No going to be able to use the recycle effect this turn because he is under Dweller, but super good resource if this turns into a bit of a grind game here. Double Levianir added. Banishing 3 different materials now for the Eschatos into the Saryuya zone. That's a Valkyra and a Dark that are going to trigger now. This is why Dweller is a little bit wonky sometimes versus this sort of deck because of the banish effects triggering here rather than the grave. Mills the Gizmek now, activates Eschatos, calling Psychic. Pops the Mithrilium, activates summons Levianir, banishing 2 lights and a dark. The other one being used just purely as a body, activates to destroy. Popping both monsters here. This is going to trigger. Oh, obviously this doesn't trigger the Metalfoes counter. Okay, dude. Wait, does Eschatos send or pop? Wait, so why didn't we use Metalfoes counter? Wait, why aren't we using counter? If a card you control is destroyed by Valor card effect, special Metalfoes monster from your deck. Yo, hold up. He can't summon Psychics? Oh, of course. Metalfoes counter being completely stopped by the Eschatos, which obviously floodgates you even on your own turn here. So your opponent cannot summon psychic monsters. Really? All of them? All Metalfoes are fire psychics. So Eschatos stopping any floating here. This looks like it's going to be game here, boys. Special summons Chaos Creator. Rank up into the Hope Harbinger. Creator recycling. Special summoning back his opponent's Rescue Rabbit for the flex, dude. Attacking with your own little rabbit, boy. Okay. Gonna go into the next game here. Metalfoes started up. What do we have here? A Volflame searched off the Summoner's Art. Normal summon Balbaboon, fixing the hand. Volflame pops the Balbaboon, sets the counter, gets 2 more from the deck here. Activates another Volflame. It's almost as if the exact same hand as last game. Pops the other Volflame, gets Metalfoes Fusion. Did you just pen summon without a scale? Okay. Puts the Silver D in the scale after. Sure. All right. Now we can pen summon the Rabbit and the Volflame. Same board as last time? Gonna go gonna go Gold Driver. Linking off for Cross Sheep this time. Metalfoes Fusion into the Mithrilium. Triggering the Cross Sheep. Bringing back Gold Driver, Silver D popping, getting full Metalfoes Fusion here. A little bit of a different setup this time, not going for Dweller. Dweller, as you can tell, just didn't really do anything at all versus all those Chaos Banish effects there. So this time we've got the full Metalfoes Fusion setup with the Mithrilium. Let's see if it works out this time. Assault Beast discards to add the Activate from his deck to his hand. Sephir, activate its effect, adding the Baby Dragons. Probably should have banned these cards, huh? These Baby Dragons are pretty good. Striker and Boot Sector added. Here's the Boot Sector launch, activating to special summon the Rocket Synchron from the hand. Chaos White Dragon comes down. Link 2 for the Romulus, adding Ravine. Going for the Ravine, pitching the Hawk, sending Brotor. Banish Light and Dark. Chaos Creator comes down. Hawk triggers, chains the full Metalfoes Fusion here. Sends the Gold Driver and the Mithrilium, summoning out Azortless. Resolves this chain. Now, on a new chain, Azortless triggers to, I think it's Mithrilium summoning out the Volframe from the extra deck here. Balbaboon comes out from the Cross Sheep, and the Azortless resolves, recycling the extra deck here, popping the Chaos Creator on summon. The Balbaboon mulliganing here, triggering the Brotor, however, off of that Azortless. So we've still got some big searches to do for here. Targeting itself, chains the Sasada King, stopping it from getting Levianeer potentially. Here comes a Link 2. Yep, we are going to Link 2 into Cerberus. And then into Zerboros. Do we have anything to stop this? Banish 3 attributes, summon Eschatos, trigger Zerboros, banishing the entire field. Oh, past turn, Metalfoes with 1 single card and had no counters. Zerboros returns and he sets and passes. Unlucky. Here's the Psy Reflector, adding the Assault Mode Activate from his deck to his hand, resolving the effect to bring back that beast we saw earlier. Here's Magic Dragon. Mill 5 adds the Raphael for hire. Attacks over the Steelin and the Zerboros for 66. Big thick boy Chungus for game. Bismugear crash, and that is the duel. Zerboros playing through the Sasada King, the pop of the Zortless, and still wiping the entire field, banishing, not destroying. Super insane removal here. That is the grand final, boys. That is Metalfoes, unfortunately not taking down the Chaos pile. It looks like this deck is going to cause a couple of bans. We're going to have to hit these guys, the Arch Nemesis monsters and the Baby Dragons. A little bit too good there, but god damn, well played. He went 10-0. It wasn't even close. Wasn't even close, chat. Wasn't even close. What a duel. What a game. What a game. We can take a look at some of the deck lists here if you want. So this is the winning deck list. This is the Chaos pile. 2 Arch Nemesis. The Assault Beast Psychic Engine with the Psy Reflector. Triple Levianeer. The prize card. Chaos Emperor Valkyra. A bunch of Dangers. Gizmek. Nemesis monsters for specialing out and triggering with the Banish Zone. Brotor. Hydrolander. The Sky Blaster. Only 2 copies of the Reflector. Raphael. Non-ironically playing Justice for Hire, by the way. It's like literally just a Link 3 extender. After you've, if you don't have, you know, multiple rank 8s or whatever, level 8s or whatever, you can go into FarfaYGO and then just special summon Raphael from your deck and get an Excavate, right? That's non-ironically what you can do. Raiden and the charges, the rocket engine, the Thunder Dragon stuff, the Chaos Creator, and a bunch of good draw spells and charges. So, yep, this is just a big pile of Chaos special summons. Pretty cool. Playing Necomane King here in the side deck. It must have been for the Dark World deck, which we did see resolve at some point. Can you send me that replay where you did the... you triggered one of the discard things. It was pretty insane. So that's first place. This is second place. Here's the Metalfoes list here. This is 44 cards. Pretty good. I'm surprised at how well this did, despite, you know, I mean, I guess like Pendulum is like a good... Metalfoes is probably good when there's like 300 ban cards. So this is just Danger Dark World, right? Nothing crazy here. Just bunch of rank 8s, Link monsters, Saryuya, Eradicator, and Full Force Virus in the side deck here. Yeah, just Danger Dark World, you know. Pretty fine. We've got the Orcust list here. The Orcust machine list, the Lib Turbo, literally, it is just Lib Turbo. Yeah, all the good machines here with the Machina targets with the deployment, Tour Guide Engine for Cherubini to send the Recycler to then add back the Succession, which we're playing 3 of, and the Reborn. Here's the Monkey list, the Krawler Monkey deck. The Curious Turbo, Deus Ex Krawler, Long Have We Waited, Shaddoll Outdated, Deus Ex Krawler Activated. Turbo deck, there it is, with the Needle Ceilings, Poggers. We've got UAs. This is the UA list here. Parody Box and Prosperity. Nice, nice. Then there is the Ancient Warrior list. Kaiju's the main. That's cool. I think you can like bounce the Kaiju, right? Or pop it, or I don't know. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure there's like some good synergy there that I just don't remember. So yeah, Ancient Warriors. Not really a deck I'd find super cool. There's Duncan's Infernity list. It was so cool to see this pop off. What is this trap card here? Is that an Infernity card? What is that? There's another Infernity trap that isn't Break or Barrier. I need to read this. What is this nonsense? Oh, is this the new one? I think that's the new one, right? Infernity Suppression. If you have no cards in your hand, you can activate this the turn it was set. When your opponent activates a monster effect while you control an Infernity, negate and inflict damage to your opponent equal to the activating monster effect times level times 100. So if you play in a real life Infernity format, you can suppression with suppression out Nibiru with your trap card. What are you supposed to do with this? Like, what is the combo? Like, just go like Dugaris, bring back Saryuya, fix your hand, special summon Necromancer. Cool. I'm surprised you managed to make Infernity work without Isolde, Needle Fiber. Yeah, those two cards are pretty important. I'm really shocked you managed to make that work.